Hello, this is the beginning of a new RPG text-based game tutorial series. The first one didn't go that well, mainly because of very bad quality of sound. But hopefully this time it'll be a little better. Also, I'm starting completely over because I think it'll be a better solution overall. So, if you do not already have Visual Basic, first thing, go to this website. I will leave a link in the description for this, and download the Visual Studio Community version, which is completely free. It is free, full feature, and extensible. So go ahead and get that. And once you have gotten that, if you do not know anything about Visual Basic, go ahead and watch I believe I have five videos on Visual Basic, just to get the very basics of the language down, so you can actually follow this tutorial without being way too confused. Okay, once that's set, let's go into File, New Project. Okay, so in here you want to find Visual Basic over here. There are a few languages to choose from, but we are going to choose Visual Basic. And then we will choose console application. We'll give it a name. We'll name this game Dragon Valley. Okay. So in here we have our module, and we have our submain. So the submain is the first thing that the program will refer to and start writing. So what we'll use this for, I believe, is just to refer us to the next part, since we'll make our own subs. So the submain is just for redirecting us. So I think what we'll do is just going to go ahead and make a new sub. I don't think I have actually showed how to make new subs before, but it's relatively simple. And also subs can be handled from other subs, or at least they can be as a go-to. So we'll do sub. We'll call this one start menu. Okay, and so on the main here will just be start menu. And what this means essentially is just goes to start menu. Okay, so in here we want to have our start menu. So we'll start by putting out some text, which could be it could be like there we go, the title of the game. We'll do just make a little spacing. And now we want the options, and since this game is text based, we want the options to be text as well. So we can do something like new will give us new game. And we can do settings. Okay. After this, it would be a good idea to have another write line just to make a bit of spacing. So down here we want to have console.write, and in here we'll just do a little of adaptation here. So and essentially this is just for showing the player where to type in their text. Okay, so now we want input from the player, and the way we're going to do this in the game is up here, right underneath the module one. We will have all our public variables. Sorry. So we'll do public input as string. So now what we did here is we made a public variable called input as a variable type string. Okay, so down here we can just do input is equal to console.readline. So essentially the input variable here will be using constantly, because that every time we do this we'll just be overwriting it. so we don't have to deal with input 1, input 2, input 3 types. Okay, so now we have this, we can start using it. It's in some if statements. So we'll do if input is equal to, and let's do new, as we put right here, we typed in new, then, and in here is where I'm going to add some stuff in just a second, okay? If input is equal to settings, then, okay, so now we need to make a new sub for each of these, where the, oh wait, hold on one second, we'll have to do first is else start menu. What this means is if the input is equal to new, then do something. If it is equal to, or if it's not, it will just go on to this part. So if it's not this, it's going to check, well, is it settings? And in here we have to put in an else statement, so that if it's not any of these two, it will go down here and it'll say start menu. So we'll just go back here, since you can refer to the sub within the same sub. Okay. So after this sub, we now need to put in some subs. We'll do sub new game and sub game settings, so that we can refer to them from here. And there you go. Okay, so now we have all these subs and everything should be working fine. So let's click start. And actually, oh wait, there is one tiny little problem here. Here we want to type console.clear, so that if this happens, we won't just have an extra all of this on top of itself. Okay, so now we have this. And if we just type in some random stuff, we'll go back to this place. New, it'll try going to something which doesn't actually exist. So yeah. And that is pretty much it for now. In the next video, I'll show you how to we'll go into this new game sub, and we'll create the player creation stuff and make that all working. So yeah, see you in that video.